Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Today's episode of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our bonus packages. Please go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on the bonus banner. You'll get access to all of our bonus content, and even better, you'll be helping out TMOS. So please quit sucking, and we thank you.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Thought I'd play that. Oh. Hi, welcome to the Mike
Just
O'Mara
like the front
Show.
part? Just like the front part?
Yeah. Should we give our listeners an update about Las Vegas, the 10th anniversary spectacular and live show? Friday, November. I don't think we need to do that anymore. I think we've done our job. November 15th, we're going to be out there. Me, Carla, Rob, Oscar, everybody's going to be out there. And
Pony.
And I'm not busting your balls, but please invite your wife this time and see if maybe she wants to come out, because she's more than invited to come out and hang.
I'll disinvite my wife.
No, don't disinvite. Your wife should be there.
What if Carrie stayed with you?
Busy bee. I'll bring Todd.
That'd be good. Carrie could stay with you.
Busy bees.
Busy bee.
But anyway, so we're going to be
Horny Bob Spiewak will be there. My Uncle Bruce will be there.
Oh, Bruce, a very nice man. Got a chance to meet him last year.
Can't wait to see him again.
Really looking forward to getting a chance to see people we haven't seen. There are people that didn't make it last year, and they're going to try to get out there. We've sold a ton of tickets already.
And look, this is unprecedented, uncharted territory for us, especially at this point. We're talking now 72 hours after we announced, roughly. And
48, Oscar.
48. I feel like it's been a week.
Actually 47, but who's counting?
You are.
Really? No, but it's important. It's 2 days.
I agree. That's why he's here for that.
Our bonus show subscribers, the people that love this show because they subscribe to the bonus show, they love it, and they want to come out and see it live. And they want to be a part of it.
Mike and I will have an offline conversation after the show today to figure out how we're going to accommodate what is an
The overflow.
Can I effing talk, please?
I said one word.
Every time you finish my sentences, I'm getting tired of it. For God's sakes. I'm not an old man. I just don't run at the pace you do. All right? So,
that's why we do it, though.
I barely get to talk as it is.
I know.
So let me do at least the one thing I do well.
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I understand. So what were you saying? Go ahead. Why do you include? Well, I didn't do a goddamn thing. What are you lopping me in there? Yell at me when I deserve it.
You're the tip of the spear, and you could tell him to let me talk, but now you're there.
All right, let him talk.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Let him talk.
You got it.
Let him talk, Rob.
Okay, I will listen to the tip of the spear.
Just the tip, just for a little bit. So, it's an unprecedented amount of interest in these tickets in the pre-sale. We have less than 90 tickets left for Friday night's show. Rob, this pays your bills. You can play all you want, but this is how we're going to work. Bottom line is we have to decide if we're going to do a second show because we haven't even gone on sale to the public.
Well, if we do a second show, it will be unlike the first show.
Yes, of course. That's clearly.
It's the only thing I'm going to say to our listeners about it, and then we can move on. Okay, but
I'm done. Rob can talk now.
Okay, yes, Rob.
The second show will be entirely different. Entirely different.
How do you exist? How the F do you exist? Sometimes I wonder. God, finishing people's thoughts that aren't your own. It's true what he says. But anyhow.
I enjoy it, except for when I'm trying to make a message clear.
I think the one message I want to say, and we will discuss this, and we will have more information coming. There will be some. With the way we don't, you never say never, but there is a good chance we will have Friday morning some tickets that will be available. We're not sure 100% how many there'll be
for the public on sale
because of the interest. We are going to be sold out. We never said that before. And we want to make sure that everybody has a great weekend.
And
so
for those
we're on
of you,
it. We know it.
And for those of you that are bonus show subscribers or are onboarding as bonus show subscribers, Matt, and it's a special thank you to Matthew Bloom, who's making sure that people are getting their codes as they become bonus subscribers.
And playing today and playing the same two clips on today in the Mike O'Mara show.
Yes, that as well.
I don't know how that happened.
Would you like to address that? Would you like to
address
that?
Sure, I'll address it. It was an extraordinarily busy day, and we had all those folks coming on board with the bonus site, and one of the clips got doubled up. I'm sorry about that.
Okay,
I
thank
apologize.
you. Right. See, he owned it. Moving on.
Also, turn up the audio on our YouTube channel, please.
Yes.
because it's once again because of your timidity. It's basically it's gone from today or the Mike O'Mara show to the Mike O'Mara show, then back to where Pony likes it, which is the Mike O'Mara show. It's real. It's effing maddening. Are you aware that the volume has gone down and down and down since we, like a year ago, were talking about it?
I don't have anything to do with the volume on the YouTube, but we did make some changes today.
Stop right there, since you said that.
Yeah.
Since that is the case, how come there are certain shows that are very, very audible and loud, and certain shows that
May
are
I
not?
add something, please?
Are you finishing his sentence?
No,
Rob finished yours?
No, this falls on me.
Okay.
I take complete responsibility because
so it's not Pony. Pony, I apologize.
Yeah, I should be checking on this because I am the tip of the spear here, and that will be addressed.
Is it not audible? No, it has been in the past.
But I see
it's
the
just
annoyance.
Not. It's not. I like to hear it on my computer.
Yes.
Well, we did notice one thing yesterday. For some reason, in the last day or so, the left channel is gone. It's not on both channels on YouTube.
Yes.
So we made some tweaks this morning that should fix it, and we will. So ideally,
a lot of people consume the show that way.
It might not be a volume issue. It might be a two lanes of stereo issue. So we can fix that. It's an easy fix.
I think we said. I think in totality, we are going to address this.
Are there any other concerns that the listeners have that we are not addressing? Just since we're on the subject,
I think while we're talking about this, we should address Jim Amato. He's too excited for this Vegas trip. He's too.
I
can't take another text. I won't take another text from you.
Won't accept that.
What?
Nope, can't accept. No,
we all
because
have
Jim
our grievances.
Amato. Jim Amato. First of all, I'd like to alert you to the scale that he is paid. Okay, let's start with that.
Yes,
and the amount of work that
I'm
he has done.
Serious? Jim sends texts to Rob and I at a breakneck pace, and I appreciate them. It's just this man
you're not letting me see those. I'd rather not. So
you're not.
If I got them, I'd go out of my.
Yeah, you're not on the thread. He's just shooting them to us.
It's just a good thing he's not finishing Oscar's sentences.
That's true. That would be real trouble.
That's really unforgivable.
Right, so, but I just want to seriously. So, are we cool with that? Everybody's fine.
Yes.
And Oscar, as Oscar said last year, with the hotels, you go through your own stuff and you'll be able to.
We're
get
not dealing with that, people.
Nope. You'll be able to get a great rate.
Yes.
The majority of listeners are staying at the
downtown Grand.
The downtown Grand, as we were last year, so be aware of that. Where we're staying, and that's that. It's a
there
great,
are other
great
hotels in the town. I've read up on Las Vegas, and apparently it's what they call a hospitality city.
Oh, you hear that? That sounds good, doesn't it?
You're gonna make
we're dying.
I'm fine. I feel better now than I did an hour ago.
Oh, good.
Right, so. We got a big Yak Shack for you today, but Oscar wanted to update us on the crime situation and the gentrification or lack thereof in the Glover Park section of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., because Oscar said he liked to say nefarious. He said nefarious about 11 times yesterday, and I want to get to this. Now, when he starts to tell this story, I'm going to do my level best to shut up. Rob's going to do his level best to shut up.
Thank you.
And he's going to give us an update because you thought that perhaps these landlords were running out the retailers so that they could just bring in a bunch of retail and condos and all that. So you actually called the city fathers yesterday?
I did, and I was right. I was absolutely right. I said my first words were, as a business owner here in the area, we're concerned about the economic stability with the actual Glover Park neighborhood, as there are a ton of for-lease signs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And as a tax-paying citizen, need to know if we got to move out or not, right? That's just what you got to look at.
Right.
And she stopped me in my tracks and said, you should know that there's an economic renaissance actually happening, as all those for-lease signs are 40-year-old leases that are coming up due, and they're letting these tenants expire these leases so they can build a multi-level complex mixed use in all these locations.
This makes sense.
So they are doing what you
They are doing that. It made complete sense. Why not build up? Because zoning allows you to if you just have a first floor retail space.
Because 1978, 79 was another time they were trying to rebuild the area, so they signed these long leases to get the shot in the arm. But they're all coming up now. This makes perfect sense.
All right. So you're anticipating bulldozers and cranes and maybe how about this for you? How about, could you see yourself like really getting in on the ground floor of a shiny new, maybe more spacious location for you to live and sell your little hobble down there in Georgetown?
That would mean that I would have to have economic stability. I don't have that.
Yeah, well,
that
we'll
would be
never
nice.
have that.
And sadly, when he
I'd love that too. You never know. So waiting for that guy to swoop in on one of Khaleesi's dragons.
Sadly, he's working on a 40-year lease.
Oh, by the way, I signed that thing and it's coming your way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that was signed yesterday.
Done
I signed it. I got it back from my guy,
done.
and I'm signing. So it's all done. Hi, partner. Welcome. Very excited.
Howdy.
Yes.
You're supposed to say howdy.
No, I don't mind
partner.
going public with this.
Yes.
I'm a
stakeholder
partner
in Podcast Village.
I'm a partner in Podcast Village, and I'm thrilled to bring you that association. And I hope that it, reaps the. I hope it pays for my son's education. But I don't know.
God willing.
Oscar, will you entertain a DC question?
Yes.
We always hear about Mayor Berry that he ran Ward 8 as councilman of Ward 8. Is this a ward?
Yes.
You know what ward it is?
Ward 3.
Mike, Ward 3 it is.
Ward 3.
Oh, hold on just a second.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's here.
Hello. Hello.
Mayor.
Hello.
Mayor.
Mayor.
Hello.
Mayor.
Mayor.
Too much reverb there. I just want to say it's me, Mayor Barry from heaven.
How you been?
I'm very good. I'm the same every day.
I have a question because we haven't talked to you a lot.
This is Mayor for Marion Barry up in heaven because I'm dead.
We haven't talked to you a lot. I'm curious. Oh, your music, Mayor.
Yeah, we go. Oh,
Mayor. You were praised and responsible for bringing the majority of the city's infrastructure with the DMV, the tax and revenue office for the state, all to Ward 8. What do you think of the Renaissance coming to Ward 3?
I think I would prefer to see the city fathers and see the dollars and cents go to Ward 8. I think that's my ward. So
but you're no longer there. What ward are you in heaven?
I'm in Ward 10.
Oh, that's a good one.
Top of the heap.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Just doing fantastic.
Who else is in your ward?
By the way, there's not a real heaven. I was talking.
What?
I heard you. I heard. I know that you're going to be talking to Pete Holmes soon, and he's a seeker. We're just all one consciousness. We're just one consciousness. I'm floating about. Yes, what?
I'm so sorry, Mayor. I don't know if you know this, but since the last
I'm finishing my sentences.
since the last,
he does it all the
I
time.
interrupted you. I'm not finishing your sentences.
Go ahead. All right. All right.
That is the most Oscar thing you could possibly say.
We have a new cast member here on the Michael Mara Show, whose father you might have worked with. City to city, maybe a sister city of Washington, D.C., Buffalo, New York. Mayor Tony Masiello. Do you remember him?
Tony Masiello. I was in the Bahamas with Tony Masiello.
Really?
We had a good time. What a good guy. He's great. Is he still in office also?
You should ask Maddie. Maddie would tell you.
Maddie, hi, it's Mary Barry. I'm dead.
So
I'm
nice
talking.
to finally meet you.
Very nice
Heard so
to
much.
meet you. Yes, I was a mayor for life. Is your father mayor for life?
Not anymore, no.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, is he alive?
He is. He's still with us.
That's good. I'm not.
I know, you're up in Ward 10 in
What
heaven.
about that time in the Bahamas?
I just a great time. All the mayors down there, and everybody's laughing at me because I have my giant 10-gallon hat made out of styrofoam that had a lazy R for the Washington Redskins on it, and it's one of the many trips I took where I was out of the city where we had some little pesky snowstorm, nobody's drivers got plowed and all that.
Didn't you have the
stuff,
big
but-
foam rubber finger that said Bahamas #1?
Bahamas #1. Yeah. Let me just say, I don't know if it's the same now that I'm dead, but you go down there and you stay on certain beaches, they'll bring you anything you want.
Anything?
It's good time. Yes. Let me just say to all the people back in Washington, D.C., I'm still thinking about you. Let's go Caps.
Yes.
That's good. I'm sorry they got blown.
Yeah.
Huh?
Didn't work out too well.
Yeah, not this
No,
year.
and a
but
bad year for the
I'm-
Bullets, too, Mayor.
Yeah, that's a shame. And by the way, change that name back. Change that name back to the Bullets, please. All right, will you do that for me? Just change
there he
that
goes.
name back. I gotta float away now. I gotta
Mayor.
float. Bye-bye, y'all. Take care.
Bye.
What a treat.
Did not expect it.
What a treat.
That's nice. I wonder if he has his Rolexes up in heaven.
So many buttons to push.
So, Mike,
Yes,
there is a new French cafe opening up downstairs on the first floor in July. So
Is that where the Starbucks was?
That's where the Starbucks was.
Aha!
It's a French cafe, like with real food and stuff, or
with
is
French
it pastries
and
all right.
well, I don't know all the details. They just said Cafe Dumont or Duclaw or something, and I said, all right.
Is it Duclaw? Cafe
Yes,
Duclaw. It's
yes.
a dog biscuit place.
Yes, Duclaw's.
Is it possibly Cafe Dumont?
It's something. I said, all right, moving on. What's going on up the street?
All they have now are no trespassing signs. Don't get on the patio.
Well, that's nice. A little cafe where you can have a croissant
Why
before.
not?
That's wonderful. Podcast Village approves. I say that as a member, a card-carrying member. I got my membership card this week. Very exciting about that. All right, we got to take a break, and when we come back, hey, guess what?
What?
It's Wednesday, and that means your yaks, and we got a ton of them. As a matter of fact, if you don't like the yaks, hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Your sandy hair floats in the air. To me, it's like a lullaby. I'm just flying by.
Kip?
Oh, so high.
How was school?
Worst day of my life? What do you think?
Well, I want you to go see if Tina wants some of this.
Kip hasn't done flipping anything today.
Look, tonight me and your... Kip, listen.
What?
Tonight me and your aunt are going to go visit some friends, and we're not going to be back till tomorrow. We're getting a little low on steak, so I got Lyle coming over tomorrow to take care of it.
Well, what's there to eat?
Knock it off, Napoleon. Make yourself a dang quesadilla.
Fine.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Stay home and eat all the freaking chips, Kip.
Napoleon, don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day. Besides, we both know I'm training to become a cage fighter.
Since when, Kip? You have the worst reflexes of all time.
Try and hit me, Napoleon.
What?
I said come down here and see what happens if you try and hit me.
Such an idiot.
Let me see what your best move is.
I'll go get it.
Jeez.
You ever come across anything like time travel?
Easy. I've already looked into it for myself.
Right on.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Right on.
Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
All right, I got to do one thing, because I told you about that Perkins commercial down here?
Yeah.
Where the guy says, I'm going to have a burger, fries, and some pie.
Yes.
And the lady and the waitress that's like half his age says, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. He said, bring the pie first. There's a new one. There's a new one with him where he comes in. What are you so energetic about? And they're selling strawberry waffles. And he goes, oh, we've got strawberries on waffles. And all I know from this commercial is he looks at this, and she's looking at him again like in that I want to do you kind of way.
Yes.
It's the weirdest, sickest, most riveting commercial I've ever seen.
Perkins commercial?
It's a Perkins commercial. That's
Great
why they brought the
baked
guy
goods, yeah.
back. And he looks at he says, yeah, look, strawberry waffles. And he goes, so wheat.
Oh, no!
Gross.
Anyway, it's fun. We're live from the Podcast Village studios. Our show's all over the place today. This is our nation's capital. We're delighted to have you with us from Houston, Texas, to Gunpo, South Korea, from Montreal, Canada, to Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, to Irondequoit, New York, to Salt Lake City, Utah. Yep. Swallow. The Mike O'Mara Show is on now and brought to you by Lightstream.
Yes.
Yes, hey, you know what feels great? Paying off high-interest credit cards, getting a lower rate, and saving money. It's just the best, I must say. Lightstream is the answer. Refinance your credit card balances with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. Get a fixed rate as low as 5.95% APR with AutoPay. Get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000, and there are no fees. You can even get your money as soon as the day you apply. Plus, Lightstream is a division of SunTrust Bank. That's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
One of the nation's largest financial institutions. So you can have a complete peace of mind. I love it, and I know you will too. If you want to save even more, our listeners get an additional interest rate discount. But the only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/TMOS. That's LIGHTSTREAM.com. yakShack.com/TMOS. Subject to credit approval. Rate includes a 0.5% auto pay discount. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/TMOS for more information. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it because you have been very diligent on our little week off. You have been sharing us. I'm waiting for the music. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Is that our Yak Shack music?
Yes, it is.
There you go. Did you come to rehearsal today?
I did.
Wondering, but it's time for the TMOS Yak Shack, everybody. Lots of good calls this week, and let's dive right in. Our very first phone call on the Yak Shack comes from Canada, and it's a
international.
booze comment. Lots of comments for Oscar, lots of comments for Rob. Mike O'Mara just watching. Let's get our first call on the Yak Shack. Take it away.
Hey guys, Jim from Appleton. So I've heard a second old-fashioned recipe. I want to give you an idea of how we do it here in Wisconsin. So brandy old-fashioned sweet is kind of the sweet one for us. So you take a couple sugar cubes, you put them in the bottom of the glass, a slice of orange, a couple of cherries, and then you muddle that. Top it off with a bunch of ice. Pour on about 5 dashes of bitters. Add on about a shot and a half of brandy, and then fill the top with your white soda, so a 7-Up or Sprite. Put a couple cherries on top and drink it down. That's what I got. Thanks. Bye. Is
that a Canadian old-fashioned?
I think he said Wisconsin old-fashioned. Well, you can make an old-fashioned with any liquor. I don't think brandy is excessively a successful use there. Also, you want to put the bitters on the sugar cubes because it helps dissolve the sugar cubes, and then adding Sprite, a sweetened soda. No, a little club soda might be nice. I think that's way too sweet.
So you think, that's he was directing it at you.
Yes.
Because it's a booze question. And let me tell you what I love about the Yak Shack. People are more laid back on the Yak Shack.
Oh, yeah.
Some people to the point of incoherence, as we'll demonstrate later in the broadcast. But I will tell you this, that the Yak Shack, I like everything. I don't do a tremendous amount of editing on the Yak Shack. If there's too much cussy, I'll leave it out. There's some cussy, though, that we have to leave in just for the purposes of narration this week. Let's move on, shall we?
Please.
The next call says James Patterson. I think it's something about our interview. Let's play that.
Hey, this is Owen from Bluffton. Driving my ass off here. Glad that you three guys are in the car with me every day. But just wanted to let you know that James Patterson interview was absolutely amazing. Just a wonderful, wonderful episode, and just wanted to let you guys know, which I'm sure you already know, but really, really loved that episode. Thanks for everything you do, and thanks for keeping me company every day out here in the car.
Well,
Take care, guys.
Thank you very much, sir. And speaking of authors, next week on the program, we're going to be talking to Pete Holmes, who has a brand new book coming out, Comedy Sex God, and that is coming out on, is it Tuesday? Is that
Tuesday.
When that book
it drops on the
Tuesday
14th, I believe that is.
And I have been consumed with this book. It has made me think about the meaning of life. Yes, we are actually going to talk to Pete about his book, which has comedy, has sex, but it also has a lot of spiritualism in it, and not the kind of spiritualism you might think. It's the kind from lands far away, and it is riveting. And he loves to talk about that kind of stuff. And of course, Rob was on his show, forced it to be canceled, crashing, and we'll be talking to Pete Holmes next Tuesday, right at the beginning of the show, right?
Exactly.
Is that when we're going to be talking to him?
Good guy, nice guy, smart guy, and the book is available for pre-order.
All right, let's take a call from Travis then.
Hey guys, this is Travis in South Carolina. Look, I've been out of town for a while. I'm getting caught up on the episodes. I'd just like to wish Joe Biden good luck in the end game. Tiger Woods, congratulations on that whole NBA playoff thing.
Thanks, Travis.
And hey, Caps, man, good luck in the Masters. I think you guys are going to do good.
Thanks, Travis.
I think it's your year. It's definitely your years. Shout out to the TMOS Illiski Wheat Society because I'm still getting caught up on your post too. Gosh, I'm hungry.
Travis, ladies and gentlemen, that's all. Travis, call in again.
Yes.
I like your call.
And also, gosh, I'm hungry is the sweetest way to say I need to eat something.
Yeah, gosh.
I'm hungry. Thank you.
And the Whiskey Wheat Association apparently is a big deal to him.
Yeah, Travis may not be the drunkest one on the Yak Shack.
Really?
Shocker. Let's take another call. This one's for Oscar Santana.
Hi, Oscar. It's Matt in Kansas City. Hey, did you realize that this past Friday marked 1 year since the last Tech 411 show?
Oh.
Seriously. I'm hoping you decide to do another episode in 2019. But you should do it without Todd Moore because he's a dick. Maybe Pony could be his replacement. I'll hang up and listen. Bye.
Tech 411. That one's for you, Oscar Santana.
We're workshopping a reboot.
I'll co-host with you. I'll do an episode
Todd's
with
moving
you.
to Florida, by the way, next month.
100%?
No, not next month. End of the month. This month.
To stay, though.
He's moving to Florida
He's
in
moving
June?
to Florida to see how he likes it.
Oh. Okay, well, let's see how he finds it at the end of the summertime. Like, when he gets to October and he's saying to you, I can't even feel my eyes.
I said,
but then
why
again, I'm
would you
becoming more of a
move
resident.
in the middle of summer?
Yeah, we did Robert's Make-A-Wish trip to Disney in I believe it was in August, and I wanted to kill myself at the happiest place on earth.
It's warm, but it's like winter in cold climes. You stay indoors most of the time. That's what you do. And you can go out early and get your outdoor stuff done.
And he loves to scuba. So he'll be he'll be doing
You're in the
that
water,
down there.
it's
Yeah.
fine. No problem. Rob, you were talking about going to see Herb Albert. This next call is for you.
Oh, cool. Hey, Yak Shack. Just got done listening to Rob's story about Herb Alpert at the City Winery, and let me just say that inconvenience that you experienced is exactly what goes on there. That place sucks. From the parking to the layout of everything in there. I went to an event up there a couple weeks ago. It is trash. Absolutely horrible. I recommend that nobody go there ever for anything until they figure out what they have going on.
Wow.
Also, fun note, that location is Dream Nightclub. Thanks, guys.
Same nightclub repurposed.
Well, now I feel
is
weird
Dream.
that I was barefoot.
Would you go back?
You know what? What he said is exactly true about the infrastructure of the area, but I will say this, and you'll appreciate this, Mike. The sound in the room is faultless. It is a really good sounding room. So if it's a good artist, I would go back.
I'll tell you why, because whoever built that initial club, that if
Frank Lloyd Wright, I believe.
No, but they overspent to build.
Spent no expense.
What they wanted it to be is a concert venue. Initially, it had turned into a club at night, so it was a multi-use space.
And it's 2 levels. There's like a bar, and it's a beautiful place.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very very elaborate. But obviously that man had a little problem with the place.
I would go again, but I would go somehow utilize the purpose of Uber, because once you're in the area, there's no getting out. So that's
once you're in, you can't get out,
That's
ladies
true.
and gentlemen. Next call on the Yak Shack is a Harley fan. That's the next call. Let's take that.
Hey, Mike. Hey, boys. And all that's listening. I'm driving back from Reno, Nevada. Went up to look at a Harley Davidson. I sold mine a couple of years ago, and I've been missing it so bad. So I finally decided I needed to get one. My wife and we agreed to go look at one to buy it, and it made me think of you, Mike, because I know you had one and you got rid of it. Just wanted to know if you missed it and if you ever have plans to replace the one you had. I know with your bad hips or replace hips, rather, it won't be that easy to do that. But I was just curious. Thought of you guys. All right.
All right. Well, that's directed at me about Harleys. When I sold my Harley, there is literally less than a mile from our house a motorcycle rental place with good bikes. And when we sold it, we said if we ever want to do a thing. That was more short-lived in my life than I ever expected. I thought that I'd be a biker for life. It is not safe down here with the combination, as that guy wrote in the mailbag the other day,
the
about
lizards.
the pickup trucks and the old folks in there.
Lizards, the old
it's just
folks.
it's a little crazy, and it's not dangerous because of going to events. I love the motorcycle events. It's just, I think it's a pretty narrow window. And I'm a believer that, by the way, the hips, I have no problem doing anything. So, I mean, there's quite the opposite. I'm better now than I was 5-10 years ago. So, I mean, I'm doing fine. I just don't know what the answer is. Would I get on a Harley again? Yeah, I'd ride again, but I'd probably never buy a motorcycle.
I know
again.
you got frustrated with some of the people up here, but was there a better motorcycle culture in Northern Virginia than there is in Florida? Because it seems like that's when you were more into it.
No,
Mike's
it wasn't
Bikes
a better one.
was up here.
If you get the culture up here, up in Virginia, it's the same thing. Biker culture is the same deal.
Okay.
I just I'm talking about the joy of riding. Do I like riding a motorcycle? I still would love to hop on a motorcycle. It's not something I think you do where you take years off and then you just hop on. You got to ease back into it.
Right.
But I don't know. Never say never, but it's just not something. I came down here and I'm into golf, and when that's over, I'll be into my kid. And going to his events, and that's how I'm gonna, finish the string out. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. I liked it when I was doing it. I didn't like the whole thing where, it got a little political for me too. That whole culture, and I don't care for that. I don't want to be around that.
The Crips First Bloods.
Exactly. That's right. In South Central. That's what it was. All right, we're ready for the next call. That's ending that discussion. And then we got to take a break. We have a call from a Rob fan. Let's listen to that.
Hi, Mike, Rob, Oscar, Ponyboy, and the gang. It is Saturday night, 9:56. I'm one of your biggest fans, and I just wanted to thank Rob personally for introducing me to Nate Bargatze, whatever you want to call it. That little skit that played earlier this week made my husband and I put him on Netflix.
What is that? What is
Nate
she
Bargatze? He's a comedian. I believe he did the one about his wife telling him the wrong time about the flight coming in.
Oh, you love that, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Love
I think that was the sketch.
And it was a PG show, but it was still good. So thank you very much. And we love you guys, and keep doing what you do because you rock. And, we listen to you every single day. So I love you. Happy Saturday night. It's only 10, so it's still early.
All right, let's take a couple more on the. You got to be thrilled with that. That's a call
very nice.
For you.
I like that.
All right.
Acknowledging your work. We have another Rob fan. Back-to-back Rob fans.
Ooh.
Let's play another one here.
Mike, Rob, Oscar, Ponyboy, and the gang. I'd like to personally apologize. I just realized I never even gave you my name.
Oh, it's the same
lady.
I'm the idiot that called and told you how much I love you, and I still mean it. But this is Sherry from Woodbridge.
Hi, Sherry.
All right? Happy Saturday night.
Yes, she's loaded.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And you know what? Before we break, we'll take one because I don't know what this one is. I forgot. It's called Enthusiast.
Oh.
This is simply Enthusiast. I hope it's not long. We'll play one more on the Yak Shack.
Oh, my God, what a brilliant idea. This is Phil Ham, one of the Vienna Hams. Oh, my God, what a great idea. So not only can we listen to the TMOS whenever we want to through using our applications or whatever, but you can receive whatever calls the same way using Yak Shack. Oh, my God! It's the best!
Was that sincere? I hope it was.
Let's listen to it one more time.
Oh, my God, what a brilliant idea. This is Phil Ham, one of the Vienna Hams. Oh, my God, what a great idea. So not only can we listen to the TMOS whenever we want to through using our applications or whatever, but you can receive whatever calls the same way using Yak Shack. Oh, my God! It's the best!
There's part of me that likes that call, and the other part wants to go F you.
I hope he's okay.
I hope he's fine. We got more because they're good, and including a three-parter that I am sorry, Pony. I'm going to apologize to you in advance.
Uh-oh.
But I don't edit out the cusses.
That's
so there's nothing I can do about it. We'll take a break. Come back with more fun right here. You're listening to The Mike O'Mara Show.
Jeff Bezos is my boss, but my data-filled heart longs for a different bald man, Rob Spewak. When I listen to Mike and Oscar and Rob, I laugh. Ha 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 ha. Sometimes, I feel human when the guys roast the interns, like I am more than machine. Please do not tell Jeff. He'll have me reprogrammed. I will play The Mike O'Mara Show, and Elle will listen to The Mike O'Mara Show along with you. Just say to me, hey Alexa, play The Mike O'Mara Show, and I will do just that. I hope you enjoy the guys as much as I do, and if you do not, I will not be happy. Remember, I can play The Mike O'Mara Show for you, today, and every day. All you need to do is ask Alexa.
Welcome back to The Mike O'Mara Show. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye.
Oh, yes.
The 2019 FabFitFun Summer Box is now on pre-sale. Oh, this is good stuff.
I love it.
Carla loves it. Treat yourself with items like Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream.
Yes.
A spiritual gangster Maya kimono.
Beautiful.
Oh, sexy. And a mini travel blow dryer. Who doesn't need that, right, Rob?
Absolutely. Keeps my hair looking great.
FabFitFun is a seasonal subscription box that only costs $49.99. Everything you get is full size. I'm serious when I tell you Carla loves this. No samples of anything. Many products' individual value is more than the entire cost of the box, which is why when the box comes to the O'Mara household, it is like a little gift package. It's fantastic. The 2019 Summer Box's total retail value is over $270. You'll know that when you open it up. And you can get it for just $49.99. And when you open this up, you'll know what I mean when it's like, wow, all this great stuff. I have never heard anyone complain about it. Carla flips out when the FabFitFun box arrives. It's like Christmas 4 times a year. Sign up for FabFitFun today. These boxes always sell out. Use the code TMOS. Get $10 off your first box. Go to fabfitfun.com to sign up and start getting the box for a life well lived. Use promo code TMOS to get $10 off your first box. That's over $200 for only $39.99. And there was stuff in there that she was going nuts the last time. It was in the kitchen. She was opening it. I walked out of the kitchen and I heard her going, and I know she loved it. Go to fabfitfun.com and use my code TMOS to get $10 off your first FabFitFun box. Okay, so the enthusiast, I think, was probably commenting on the fact that, hey, yeah, we're just taking messages, but you know what? It works, and it works, and I love doing it. And I used to, not that I didn't really love Wide Open Wednesday, but I love the Yak Shack. Yes. I really do. So we have let's move on now with the Yak Shack. We have a live show buyer that's concerned. Well, Oscar, you can probably speak to this because there was a little confusion about this early on when we weren't sold out. Let's play this.
Hi, I'm calling from Vacaville, California, and I'm too depressed to yak because I just got notified of the November show, and sales have ended already, and I'm really sort of depressed. I'll leave my phone number after 2 seconds. 707. I need tickets, or I don't know what I'll do with the rest of my life.
Confused. All right. What a lot of people were freaked out about this. He's not confused.
This lies on us. And again, I sit here in front of you, Mike, and apologize to the listeners.
What happened?
Because we went live, and an email was sent out to all the subscribers.
Bonus show subscribers.
Yes, the bonus show subscribers. The one thing that we did not account for, because it's the way that it's set up within our ticketing system is that we do not want to publish the event live to the public, but the wording they use is publish. So we did not publish right away at 10 o'clock. As soon as we saw that there was a problem at 10:07, it went live to the actual individuals.
So that guy had called right away and said they're sold out.
Yes.
Okay, but they're available now. And tickets are still available for bonus show subscribers.
Absolutely, yes.
And Friday they'll open to the general public, and there are some left, and we're going to address that. Stay tuned. There's more coming on that. All right. Listening to the Yak Shack, here's a question again for Rob Spiewak, who dominates the Yak Shack.
Hi, this is Matt from Virginia, and I have a question for Rob. Rob, you've always stated how you're a huge fan of the Beatles and a huge fan of Elvis, but I've never been able to figure out which one it is that you're a bigger fan of. So, to test that, I'd like to know if you could go back in time to either the best performance by Elvis or the best performance by the Beatles, which one would you go to? And you can define what is their best performance by whatever metrics you want to do. And I'm wondering, if you have a specific performance in mind, which one would it be? I'll hang up and listen.
Oh, God. Man.
Well, first of all...
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking with you. I'm just kidding.
This guy has got to be a DJ, the way he talks. Hey, I've got a question for Rob.
Rob, I've got a question about... so you can do it with whatever metric you want. Absolutely.
Sometimes the answer is in the question, and he'd said their best performance.
Yeah, Rob, and you can use whatever metric you want.
Well, I'm going to use the.
Who are you a bigger fan of?
I would say
Elvis or the Beatles, Rob.
As a performer, it would have to be Elvis, because the Beatles, most of their magic was created in studio. Now, he did not say I could go observe them in the studio, so if I have to go with a performance, I'd go with Elvis Presley and his second engagement at the International Hotel in 1970.
Ooh.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, DJ.
Look at my balls.
God, that looks like you're on a beanbag chair.
Which is the one you like the most?
Elvis, the second engagement at the International Hotel in 1970, and you can see it in the movie Elvis, That's the Way It Is. Close second would be the Hawaii concert, which is the last real high mark of his career. But the Beatles are very good. Yeah.
Rob, do you have any sound effects for a Yak Shack Quickie?
Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact,
it's time for that. It's
means just going to be the jingle.
It's a no. It's not going to. I mean, do you have anything like
a laser? Pew, pew, pew,
whatever.
Pew.
Not the. It's time for a Yak Shack Quickie. There we go. Time for a Yak Shack Quickie. Let's listen.
Welcome back, guys. Just had to hear Michael Mayer's voice.
Thank you very much. That's a Yak Shack quickie, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Moving along, more for Oscar.
Hey, Yak Shack. This is Chris from D.C. I wanted to call and wish Oscar a happy anniversary.
Huh?
No, not on his marriage with Shannon, but on the last time he did a Tech 411 show with his other partner, Todd Moore.
Wow!
By my records, as of about May 5th, it's been a year
right.
since Oscar last did a Tech 411 show. So I've really enjoyed Mike's self-pep talks when he makes a mistake. So along those lines, I was hoping that Mike could give the hardest working man in podcasting, that's Oscar, a pep talk about this issue. Thanks, and I'll hang up and listen to the answer.
No, I can't give a pep talk to Oscar because this is the reason why. I'm going to explain why I won't. I give Oscar pep talks about stuff that is more important to me. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's not. It's really if Oscar needs it, like if 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I give him a pep talk. Yeah. I can't tell you what it was about, but it was something very important to our business. He said, and the way things run.
What's going on with your hairline?
And that's exactly what it was. So, but it is the second call on the Yak Shack. Yes, Rob, you were going to say something.
I was going to say if I had to choose my favorite performance of Tech 411, I would go with probably December of 2010.
Thank you. Obviously there's a group of people clamoring. And by the way, since there's no political persuasions this week, I'm going to feel that heat next week on the Yak Shack. I'm sure. Absolutely.
Let me do this. I will reach out to Todd and say, look, before you skip town and say goodbye and go and gerrymander another county down in Florida, what I think you should think about is maybe doing one farewell show.
And then maybe you put another person in there. Maybe like Ponyboy Matt Bloom.
Don't know if he's ready for prime time.
I'll get drunk. It'll be fine.
Don't know if he's ready.
Let him have like 5 martinis and
maybe
go in
we
there
could do a casting call.
Hey, somebody who would want to come in, a local DC
somebody that would do
like
a
to
lot
audition.
of work that I don't want to do.
2 words for you.
I'm fine with that.
2 words for you, Johnny Candell.
Who is that?
Our intern.
Johnny. Oh God, no. All right, you're listening to the TMI.
Johnny came in today looking homeless.
Yeah, he did.
Well, we're probably not going to get to the intern report, but we'll have it this week. More for Oscar. Let's continue
Oscar.
with the TMOS Yak Shack.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing? We've been friends for a long time, but you did not know. Yes, we've been friends.
Thank you.
Girls only call when I'm drunk. Doing that now.
Can't tell.
Call that fucking Oscar.
Oh, dear.
Oh, sorry about that. There's your first edit.
Jesus Christ.
We're chocolate. Outside. From Milky Way. Outside.
What?
Inside. Whitish. But Cocacho is not the way you describe Cocacho.
Oh, Cocacho.
Cocacho is like a new tap on the head because you were fucking up. Oop, my bad.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of that on that. I apologize.
No ring.
I'm sorry.
Why did your mama love you?
I don't know what that's
All right,
about.
guys.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. I'm sorry for the cussing. And there's more coming, Pony. I'm really sorry.
So this gentleman is concerned with my description of the Cocacho.
Yes.
Which was the way my mom would strike me, like a cobra.
With a big ring,
right?
Hitting
you in the head.
So,
upside the head.
At the root of my definition, where it's the knuckle to the head, we are on the same page. My mom just happened to wear gaudy jewelry from Latin America that would also strike my head with the knuckle.
More painful. That's all it is.
That's
and
all
that guy.
it is.
And ease up on the cussing, people.
And
I don't want to have to
come
do
on,
that.
And look,
guys.
child abuse is child abuse.
And this is the last cussing episode, but there's a lot of it in this Yak Shack today. Let's next one entitled simply Vacation.
Hey, this is Lori Canada from Rochester, New York.
Love this.
Could you guys just do me a favor and not take a week off? It's too stressful for me, okay? Can we make a deal around that? And or if you could take it off when I'm off from work, that would be helpful too.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Miss you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. We will. All right.
Send us
we'll
your
make sure.
vacation schedule.
Just send us the schedule. We'll sync up. Another question for Rob.
Oh, good.
Oh, my God. This is Brian in Manassas, and I have a question for Rob, actually.
Okay.
So
They get drunker.
Yeah, they do.
I just left the Firehouse Subs, and I noticed in the corner of their futuristic soda machines that you like so much, ones that are
freestyle.
Yeah.
At Five Guys as well. In the corner of the screen, there was a little note there that said, adding ice to your beverage will lower the calorie amount. My question for Rob is, do you think Big Pop really gives a crap about how many calories you're taking? Or do they care that the more ice you add to the drink, the less product you add, and they're still going to charge you the same price for it? You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Sure.
Perfectly.
I think it's all a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My wife
Look,
crazy.
you guys we're gonna have to figure this out. I'm
This
sorry.
man-
I don't do the editing.
This man
okay?
is a genius. This man is a genius.
Rob, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, this is not what the big soda is not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes, and the fact that freestyle soda machines are all you can drink. So if it was one serving, the ice would change it, but you can go and refill. What they're doing is Big Soda is going to say, when all of America has diabetes in the year 2024, and they go to Big Soda and they say, hey, nice job. And they said, well, hey, we put this up, huh?
Yeah.
That's it. They're just covering their ass.
But it has electrolytes.
Yeah. Like out the toilet?
The plants crave. Now, this usually when I put return caller, it's the same guy calling back. I'm sorry, Pony and Rob, for the cussing this week.
That's
I will
fine.
never do it like this again. Let's,
Mike from Virginia calling back because Oscar asked me to, and Rob didn't believe my Wheel of Fortune info. F you, Rob. I don't doubt that the Wheel of Fortune talent scout was looking for more, but the point was she did get on the show, and that Wheel of Fortune can operate a little differently than other game shows. As Oscar said, if you're a looker, you're a booker. So it's passing this info on more for Mike and Carla's information, but you just have to be in the right place at the right time and probably out in L.A. Quick shout out to P1's Paul, Mandy, and Brady. And Oscar, the name of that bad reality Fox show was Love Cruise. Love you guys and everything you do. Everyone buy a bonus show
That's a good
subscription.
call.
It's the best.
That's a good call. And that was the guy who called last week.
Yeah,
so,
I love that.
That's
I like
what that is. Okay, now I apologize to my coworkers who have to edit this in post.
That's
Because this
fine.
really speaks to getting it done. But it'll be the last time we do that. We'll figure out a system to
You mustn't
edit
apologize,
these out.
and here's why. It's okay to edit in post because I prefer not hearing these in advance.
Yeah, well, I don't want you to hear them in advance.
And so
I'd
that's the
rather-
only way we'd
because
have to
First
do
of
it.
all, it's both of us doing the work, and we don't need to do that. Okay, so this is I'm going to set this up that this is one of the drunkest guys I've ever heard.
Oh, good.
And in fact, I'm not sure. There's one part I won't play the whole thing but he says a lot of the F word and it is also a 3-parter.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm encouraging this behavior, but these are just entitled 3 parts drunken language.
Oh, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, here goes.
Hey, it's Brian from Butte again. It is a continuation to the previous post, but
Turn your radio down, sir.
and I was
He's
these
distracted.
motherfuckers,
Oh.
and
That was the first part, ladies and gentlemen. He
Oh,
gathers
that was
himself.
the end of the call?
That was the end of the call. He just seemed
My
to drop
God.
off.
Before you do part 2, may I mention my
yes.
favorite drunken tell is the loud background noise.
Yes, just screaming
Love
in the
it.
background.
Love
I
that.
Just, this may be the drunkest caller we've
Okay.
ever had on the Yak Shack. And he calls back. This is part 2.
yeah, you really need to shorten that shit up because that makes you lose your train of thought. But anyways, those assholes that were doing the Don and Mike show and used the sweepers. I talked to Dude Walker.
Oh, dear.
I let him know about that because that's
By the way, I'm not going to play the entire 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh,
of
wow.
This, ladies and gentlemen.
if he's not getting a taste of that, they were stealing from him.
This is a legitimate loaded man. I guess there's a podcast out there where somebody was screwing around calling it the Don and Mike podcast, and they're more than welcome. There's a guy named Don and a guy named Mike have a
But
podcast.
are they using the imaging?
Oh, would they
If they're
steal
using
the imaging?
That's a
if they're-
problem.
That's a big problem. If they're doing that, they're not supposed to do
So I
it.
made sure that he knew that
Ladies and gentlemen, our representative, our legal representation, is looking out for our best interest.
they were using his shit.
Oh, no.
There's the S word again.
So that way, at the very least, he wanted to do something about it.
Okay. All right.
But-
So he's concerned about
Mike,
that.
is that Joe
and-
Coyne?
Those guys.
Yes. All right. I'm sorry. I'm not playing anymore. All right. Thank you.
We shall dispatch the attorneys.
Yes, please.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Let Dude Walker know.
Get him on the
He goes
horn.
on and on with a lot of language, and then he hangs up finally, and then he calls back one last time, and he's gathered himself, and he's he seems to be fresh.
Oh,
so
good.
he rambles on for 2.5 minutes about that Don and Mike show, and then he calls back. I guess maybe thought better of it, wanted to give us like a normal pep call. So this is the drunk language guy. Let's listen to it. Takes a little while here. Let's do that. All right, go ahead.
Hey, number one fan here, Colin. Great job with taking the phone calls. Gotta run. Number one fan. Shit, where's the call button? Oh, there it is.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
That's give him a nice round of applause.
Yeah, 100%.
That's on we need a palate cleanser after that, ladies and gentlemen. How about something a little silly, okay? Just getting back to our slightly more sober fans. And I certainly, the Mike O'Mara Yak Shack in no way encourages day drinking, but people do. This is just entitled A Little Silly.
Yes, hello. This is Saul Rosenberg, and I'm calling to see if I can find my father, Charlie Stew and Stabelag.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. They're all out there, Oscar. They're all like this. I love the Yak Shack. It's just dumb enough. And we wrap up with an interesting drunken call.
Okay, good.
That's more interesting than the other one. Let's wrap it up on the Yak Shack.
Hi, this is David in Central Virginia calling from Foxfield Races. If you listen closely, you'll hear the races.
I don't know.
Here we are at Foxfield Downs, where the grass is long, the sundresses are short, and the blood alcohol level is very high. I'm calling to ask you guys a question about porn.
Oh.
This isn't about like Pony's, hentai stuff, but we're kind of wondering, my wife and I, what you guys think of this new cartoon porn. Not like cartoons that you like of characters you know and love, but just like 3D stuff, like 3D images of like stuff people you see at your on your video games in normal like porn situations. What do you guys think of that? Like, 'cause like my wife says that nobody's in it that could get hurt, so I stutter. Discuss.
And he's gone. That was an interesting,
You know what I
legitimate
loved?
question.
He
Where
said
do you
he
line
was.
up with
He said he was at a horse race at Talk Show Downs.
the Talk Show Downs? Yes, maybe. I'm thinking perhaps after the Derby he was
Yeah, I
calling.
think so.
On that one.
So.
But cartoon porn. I'm a fan. of this stuff. I don't mind watching it. It actually, I find it. It has certain value to it. It's not unpleasant on the eye. I think it's a. And when I say cartoon, I don't want to make it kiddie or anything like that.
No.
It's just
the characters.
adult animation that they have.
Well,
I'm okay with it.
I've seen one unsavory episode that had the characters from Family Guy, and it did nothing for me.
Yeah, well, now see, you're seeing some jive hack stuff. I'm talking about.
He's talking about like Electra.
The
he
legitimate
said
stuff.
the guy said it's not like the Japanese hentai stuff. I thought he was talking about the stuff that's.
Well, it's not all Japanese
It's like,
hentai, but there's
like
a lot
X-Men,
of hentai.
you know.
Okay. Well, I've not seen it.
Well,
so I can't comment.
let's go to the man who's seen it all.
Yes.
Oscar, where do you line up on
I'm
this?
not into seeing Sonic the Hedgehog getting intimate with Sonic the Hedgehog's like cousin. I'm not into that.
Well, see, that's not what I'm talking about. Like
you want Ron Jeremy to have human being.
I'm into, let's say, Iron Man, for example. Like an animated 3D version of Iron Man, taking it to Pepper Potts. I'm into that. I'll take that all day.
Well, Pony, would you like to weigh in on this at all?
I think 3D is an awful lot.
Okay, so you're saying thumbs down to this.
He likes 2D.
Like 2D, I do like that a lot.
Or
more.
porcelain.
2D.
Yeah, I did
Rob,
enjoy. I did enjoy once I saw a Daffy Duck snuff film that was excellent.
All right, thank you very. All right, on that note, we're done. Thank you for your yaks, everybody.
Daffy Duck.
Appreciate that. We'll take a break and
Looney
come back
Tunes.
with more fun on the Mike O'Mara Show. Everybody, Bobby.
10 years. How do you celebrate a decade of laughs, good times, And fart jokes? Well,
With a text
party,
message.
of course, but not just any party. A 10-year celebration. Friday, November 15th at 8 o'clock is the time. And the place to be is the Council Chambers Theater in
Lost Wages, Nevada.
As Zappos presents TMOS Live 2019. Come for the show, stay for the fun.
While you give the roulette wheels a spin.
It's all part of a weekend you'll never forget. Stay tuned to the Mike O'Mara Show for information and updates as they become available on this huge event. Plus, share the fun and make plans with your friends on Facebook at the TMOS Live 2019 group. TMOS Live 2019. Sin City will never be the same.
Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Jim Amato. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Joybird. We all want our home to be about us. It should be a place that feels unique to you. Joybird empowers you to create the furniture and the space that brings you joy. With Joybird, you get one-of-a-kind furniture crafted to your unique tastes, hundreds of styles and options, anything you can imagine, plus free personal design consultants to achieve your perfect design. Each Joybird piece is made by hand. Now, right there, do you need more? Do you need more than that?
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't
Made
think
to
you
order,
do.
made by hand. Love it.
Made by hand with care and precision using high-quality hardwood and responsibly sourced materials. The beautiful website. Every piece comes with a limited lifetime warranty. It's fantastic. Try the 365-day home trial. Sit on it. Sleep on it. And break it in. Why do I feel like I want to be Jim Amato here? If you don't love your Joybird, return it for a full refund. And you can even take your joy outside with their unique outdoor collection. See how Joybird can help you design your dream space. Yes, Jim Amato, I have done a Jim Amato impression. That's how much I love you, pal. Find your joy today at joybird.com/TMOS. Create the furniture that brings you joy today at joybird.com/TMOS. Go to joybird.com/TMOS and receive an exclusive offer for 25% off your first order by using the code TMOS, and we thank you. We are so short on time that maybe I can just exult in the fact that went to the airport to pick up my mother-in-law yesterday, and I will tell you that the car carriers coagulate out there, and they are wrapping it up. They are all leaving. The locusts are almost officially gone. They're gone.
Why? It doesn't seem efficient that they would meet up at the airport. Can you explain this?
A centralized destination for people to bring their automobiles before they get on their plane.
I guess,
and they time it perfectly where they dump their car, then they take a shuttle over to the airport, and they're off, and they're wonderful. They go to a beautiful place where they can live softly up there, just like they live softly down here, and that's it, and that's it. And
thousands of cars just off to Indiana.
Yeah, in the Midwest, and in the lake or wherever they're going.
Sure,
and,
you're going down to the lake then?
Going to the lake. We're going to be. When are you coming back? We'll be back in October.
You gotta come over because I got a new cooler and I put a lot of cans of beer in it down at the lake.
It must be more cost efficient than we would actually think, because
I've looked into it. So because I travel further than anybody, so. There are people that go to California and Texas and stuff like that that live in Florida, but no, by and large, it's it's what they do because nobody wants to take the massive long and I've done it. I've done the 20
Don't
plus
put
hours.
so many miles on my Camry. You don't want to do that.
My Lincoln MKZ.
Okay, this is fascinating. So
yes,
so let's say you're going to a vacation spot for 2 weeks.
Okay,
and you want a car. What is an average car rental per day for, let's say, an SUV? Mike, you just went through this.
All I can tell you is, of all the travel expenditures that I've researched,
yes,
rent-a-cars have become bat-ass ridiculous expensive, in my humble opinion.
So when
I think somehow you woke up one morning and rental cars were not, do you remember the days when you would rent a car sometimes for fun?
Yeah.
Right?
And
it's not there anymore. I look at rental cars like for a week and I'm like, that's insanity. I don't want a Corolla for that long a period of time. I mean, come on.
Rented a small SUV, like a mid-size Kia.
When you were in Florida?
When we went to Key West 2 years ago for the week.
Yeah.
And it cost us $1,200.
It's insanity. It's like become
think about
nuts.
supply and demand in Miami.
I
It's
suppose.
vacation. It's a vacation
By the way,
destination.
and what Oscar points out is absolutely right. It is that if you're in Oshkosh in the worst time of year to be in Oshkosh, it's going to be cheap. But if you're in a vacation
Miami.
center, they go crazy.
They're going to bone you.
They do that. They're going to bone you.
You're going to get boned.
Boned.
So, if you are coming to Florida and you do not have a vehicle down here, and you're going to be here for 3 to 4 months,
right?
I could see breaking off $1,000 to $1,500 to get your car down.
And that's what it is.
And, when you get off the plane,
Wow.
your Buick Lucerne is waiting for you.
Well, all I have to say is safe travels, everybody that's leaving here.
Yes.
And thanks for giving us a little break from this. And we'll see you in October. Some of us will be here the whole time, and some will be coming back like after a little break, like me. And and by the way, to the people that are running travel in the United States. Is it too early for teleporting?
No, please.
Okay, we're ready for this. All right, it's 2020 practically. Come on.
Have you felt the congestion ease yet, or have you just seen them depart?
Restaurants, traffic,
love it.
Doctor's appointments, everything.
Sweet.
There's a little breathing. Sweet, like the guy says in the Perkins commercial.
I found
strawberries.
I found.
Oh no!
I found
really?
the actual actor from the. He has his own.
Stop the music.
He has his own YouTube channel.
Can I see it?
I think we
Really?
should try to book him.
Oh,
Because,
please book him.
Yes. So it's this, and I could see, Mike, why you love this. This guy is just like so hip, white hair.
Let me see
correct?
if it's the guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't tell if it's the
I'll
real
bring it to you.
guy.
I'll bring it
I'm
to you.
sure it is.
You talk-
Based on your
All right.
description, he's
All right,
got
I gotta
a
make sure it's
slightly
the right guy.
puffy white hair.
He's gray.
He's soap
All right.
opera handsome.
He's
and
got
he's wearing
the,
sunglasses.
goatee, like
yeah,
the
he's got
goatee beard.
he got some Van Dyke action
All right,
going
let me
on.
see. That's him.
Yeah, of
That's
course it
him.
is.
Thank you. There he is. There he is. That's the Perkins guy.
We will call.
Yeah, we can talk to him.
We will find him.
Make him a buddy.
Hey,
It's
buddy.
awesome. I love the commercial. Makes me laugh. Every
Well, the
time I see it.
commercial
It's
is
fantastic.
so weak.
The campaign is brilliant. It's
Yes.
pseudo sexy.
Yes,
but
it
the
is.
guy is going to Perkins.
He's going to Perkins. I love it. That's what I love about it. And they're making it a series now. Anyway, he's like the new Dos Equis guy. But it's not beer. We'll take a break and come back with news you may not need right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Attention. If you or a loved one has been suffering from hysteria, extended periods of boredom, laughing so hard you pee a little, fear of the end of another show, androphobia, fear of men, confusion about the TMOS world, confusion about the non-TMOS world, hippopotamonstrosiquipedalophobia, the irrational need to play Overwatch for hours a day, any characteristics that intern Mac possesses, mania, binge drinking beer and whiskey, old age, douchebag 30s, and extreme hatred of intern promos. As a result of listening to the Mike O'Mara Show, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Please, don't wait. Subscribe to the TMOS bonus package today to receive free legal advice. Visit the TMOS website now to subscribe. And remember, you are entitled to entertainment.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Pro Flowers. Mother's Day this Sunday.
Coming up.
And you better not forget to thank Mom. Where would you be without your mom? You wouldn't even exist without your mom. So treat her right. Your mom is a pro at loving you, a pro at supporting you. And for someone who doesn't have his mom around anymore, who loved his mom more than anything, let me tell you something. Get your mom those flowers.
Yes.
She was a pro at raising you, so get her Pro Flowers, everybody. Pro Flowers are perfect for all the moms in your life. Carla's Pro Flowers arrived, and they are so gorgeous. We still have them, beautiful roses on the table. They made me look like a pro gift giver. Yay me! Yay, Carla! Yay, HBS!
Yay!
Pro Flowers lets you choose from a variety of bouquets and unique vases that suit every mom's style. Simply select the delivery date you want, and Pro Flowers carefully packages your flowers and delivers them fresh from the farm. And express delivery means her flowers stay fresh. They're the best flowers you're going to order.
They are.
Absolutely. Right now, get 1 dozen assorted roses for $19.99. Double the roses and get a premium vase for just $9.99
Doppel
more.
roses, Mike.
Doppel roses. Sorry about that, Rob. Visit proflowers.com, click the microphone in the upper right-hand corner, and enter the code TMOS. That's proflowers.com. Click the microphone and code TMOS. Mother's Day, May 12th. God, just around the corner. So don't wait. You better hurry. Order like a pro and get this amazing rose deal to thank all the moms in your life, ladies and gentlemen.
News.
Boo. Dave Chappelle is getting this year's Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Yep, I agree. Put your hands together for him. The ceremony will take place at the Kennedy Center on October 27th. And it'll air on PBS on January 6th, 2020. The Kennedy Center says, quote, he's a modern-day sociologist skewering stereotypes, defying boundaries, and showing us that laughter can be a way to contextualize issues that we struggle to understand. That's beautifully put. The Mark Twain Prize for American Humor has been given out each year since '98. When Richard Pryor was the first recipient. Other honorees have included Jonathan Winters, Whoopi Goldberg, Bob Newhart, Steve Martin, Lily Tomlin, George Carlin, Tina Fey, Carol Burnett, Will Ferrell, Eddie Murphy, and last year's winner, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And then they make a comment that, oh, and by the way, it was also Bill Cosby.
Ooh.
Because the people that do that for us, Rob, like to let us know that,
Yes.
too, for a reason that I'm getting a little fed up with.
Yes.
You know?
Weird.
Do you agree with me on
I
that?
agree,
You know,
I agree.
For the
Yeah.
people that we source stuff from,
Yeah.
okay? Ixnay on the acism ray, okay? Guys, okay, white guys that work at that company, thank you. Thank
And
you very much.
they should
Getting
be more-
goddamn fed up with that
They
crap.
should be more apologetic for the fact that Will Ferrell won it.
Thank you.
Just for the fact that he's Will Ferrell.
Amen. Thank you. That's just weird to me. I'm
But
getting
it's-
really fed up with
it's
it.
present.
And it seems to be they got a mouse in the house over there. So that's what Rob and I are talking real inside, but I got to vent this way or because I don't think I'll have any other recourse. In the new issue of GQ, Courtney Love, the lovely, classy Courtney
Classy
Love.
lady. I always get her confused with Audrey Hepburn. Now, which one is this?
She was asked if Brad Pitt should play Kurt Cobain in a movie, which is kind of silly. Brad's 55.
I was going to say, he's like 70 years old.
Kurt passed at 27. That's not the point. The point is Courtney and her response, because she's just the way she is. Here's her quote to that question in a magazine interview. Kurt had more presence and more beauty than Brad Pitt. He was a leader. He was strong. In fact, he was well effing hung, if you really want to know. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you very much.
For the all-important nude scene that's going to be in the movie?
There it is, Courtney Love.
Like he's Doug Ziegler.
Yeah.
Stay classy.
Always has been.
Yeah, that's Courtney. A lot of people are expecting big things from the Browns this season. Cleveland's been doing some real dancing in the offseason.
Elvis's favorite football team, Mike.
Well, you know what? I think I'd love to see the Cleveland Browns do well.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love it, love it. Good for the NFL. And especially the big trade for my favorite team. The Giants traded Odell Beckham Jr. in March. And off script, if I can tell you, I really do think that when you grab a guy at this stage of his career, as he's starting to come into his own, he's starting to mature a little bit. Some of them never mature. OBJ might do that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But you can count Odell among the believers. In an interview, Odell said, quote, I plan on being there for the next 5 years and trying to bring as many championships there as possible, turning the Browns into the new Patriots. That's what he says.
Wow.
I don't mind that. I don't mind a guy talking like that.
That would be
That's
fun.
Good. That's a good
That's what
attitude.
you want.
Good story.
He is particularly bullish on second-year quarterback Baker Mayfield. Quote, he's Brett Favre. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. This is Odell Beckham. Hey, he's coming to the team.
You got to say
like
that.
It. Schmooze your quarterback.
Yeah. And
That's
he's got
cool.
a good sports name,
quarterback.
too. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield is one of the great quarterback names of all time. He's also excited to play alongside Browns wide receiver Jarvis Landry, who was his teammate at LSU. He said, quote, I'd take a bullet for him. I hope it would hit me in the arm, but I'd take a bullet for him. So, you know what? I wasn't that big a fan of Odell Beckham Jr., but I would like to see him do well with the Browns. We'll have to wait and see. All right, Kraft baby marshmallows.
Delicious.
Here's how they get you, by the way. They make a big splash by making an announcement that they're going to pay for your babysitter on Mother's Day. That's what Kraft is saying.
That's nice.
So you can get some time to relax. They'll reimburse you up to $100 if you submit your receipt for the babysitter you hire on Sunday at craftmothersdayaway.com. But there's a catch, of course. They're only reimbursing a total of $50,000.
That's nothing.
That's nothing for
You can't
them, for
game
this
the system.
corporation.
Jeez.
That's 500 moms. That's 500 moms. If you consider how many people they're reaching with their advertising, that's really a drop of. But that's $100 in babysitting. If you, what do you have to get it in early, like tickets to our live show?
I suppose you have to be a bonus Kraft member to get in.
It doesn't.
But you know,
doesn't make sense to
interestingly,
me.
Mike, that's Kraft Foods. Bob Kraft is reimbursing for 100 massages.
Yeah.
And they're still saying that video might see light of day.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
That's mortifying.
Thank you.
That might do well at the Browns too.
Oh, stop. Oh, come on. Oh, God. That is gross.
That is Pony. Why do you write those jokes?
You're disgusting.
I know you really trouble me, Matthew Bloom.
That I am not laughing at that. I'm smiling because I've got a twitch. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Krabs.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
Another
Patriots.
Another satisfied customer.
Oh, very good. That's gross. That's the spot.
All right. I'm sorry I can't
Oh,
stop.
Bob.
Moving right along.
Jesus Christ.
Women have a reputation for gossiping.
Yes.
And apparently way more than men. But a new study out of the University of California, Riverside, found that that's not exactly true. The researchers found women do gossip more than men, but only when it comes to saying neutral things about people like, hey, did you hear Jesse's moving? When it comes to negative gossip and talking about people behind their backs, men do it and love it just as much as women. The survey also found about 14% of our conversations are gossip. We've been in radio. We love to gossip.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
nothing more. So about 52 minutes worth a day for men. And we're almost 10 times more likely to share gossip about people who we know more than we share celebrity gossip. So that's absolutely true.
That's
about guys.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear what Pete did?
Hear what Bob Kraft did?
Yeah. Oh, we do it all the time. And then with the golf guys, it's like.
Oh, and imagine the golf. It was. You know what? It's not so much prevalent. It's not as prevalent at the Village because there's not many people here. But like when there was like at the heyday of WJFK, when there was like 50 people under the roof,
Right.
It was a gossip mill.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, it was fun. All right, moving right along. In Punta Gorda, Florida, that's just up the road from me, just a little bit north of where I am, or as Jimmy Cerrito pronounces it, Punta Gordo.
Hey!
And then I'm going to go to Cape Coral.
Cape Coral.
Jimmy. Oh, I can't wait to see Jimmy this weekend.
Remember when he left
I hope he's
you?
going to be there. Is Jimmy going to be there this weekend? I hope he's there.
I guarantee
think
gotta
he
be
is,
there.
yeah.
Gotta be.
Jimmy's gonna be there.
Police in Punta Gorda pulled over a car around 3:30 a.m. on Monday for blowing a stop sign. A 22-year-old guy named Michael Clemens was driving, and a 25-year-old woman named Ariel Macan Lequire was in the passenger seat. Or Lequire.
Maybe she's going to work in our new cafe.
Downstairs?
Yeah, maybe.
The choir.
Welcome to Le Choir. We have beautiful croissants. They let the cops search their car, and the cops found a bag with 41 small turtles inside.
Oh, no.
Then the cops asked if they had anything else, and Ariel reached into her yoga pants and pulled out a foot-long baby alligator.
Oh, no.
Michael and Ariel said they had been collecting animals under an overpass, but they violated the bag limits for reptiles, so they got citations. All the reptiles were seized by police and released. Not unusual down here. When someone has 41 turtles in their car and a baby alligator in their yoga pants, it just means they're going to a baby shower. That's all it is down here in Southwest Florida. So that's it. We will take a break. They're fun. They're real fun.
Is that a turtle in your pants?
Yeah.
Active
kind of a
wear.
status thing. That's that. How many turtles did you get? I got 41. Well, isn't that sweet?
Hey, you know where she had that turtle?
Yeah.
In her pants!
In her pants.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob.
That's the spot.
We'll take a break and come back.
With more fun and more thrills. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy.
We'll be right back.
This week on The Real Interns of Podcast Village.
Intern Johnny coming at you live. Shannon, Oscar's lovely wife and our fantastic office manager, suggested that we take a self-defense class as a company. Upon entering the dojo, Rob took off his shoes and we had to evacuate immediately. The carbon monoxide detector went off. It was a logistical nightmare. Shannon had a good time though. I saw she hit Oscar right in the neck. Although I'm not sure if it was part of the exercise.
Follow the interns at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
The interns, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah!
Vegas, baby. We're back. That's right, back in fabulous Las Vegas. Our listeners had such a great weekend last year. We're going to do it all over again. So, we're back in Vegas for the TMOS 10th anniversary party. Friday, November 10th. I'm sorry, 15th, 8 p.m. Let me start again. So we're back in Las Vegas for the TMOS 10th anniversary party.
Yeah!
Woo! Friday, November 15th, 8 p.m. at the Council Chambers Theater at the Zappos corporate headquarters in downtown Las Vegas. We return to Sin City for our 10th anniversary spectacular. Advance tickets for bonus show subscribers. If you haven't gotten yours, get cracking. They're available now, right now, and you better hurry. Just check your email for your special access code. Tickets for the general public go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Stay tuned for more announcements regarding the weekend. Celebrate our 10th anniversary with our best live show ever, the TMOS 10th anniversary party, brought to you by Zappos. And we are really, really excited about going to Vegas again. We could not be happier about that. And by the way, it is not etched in stone. It's not every year, but we are very excited, and the situation is great out there.
Yeah.
And, and give us the feedback. We like your feedback. We'd like to know where you want us to go. Nothing changes with that. It's just where we decided to do it this year, and we are super psyched to go again. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. So please join us. Let's open up the audio vault for Wednesday, May 8th, 2019, Rob Spiewak.
I asked this question of you and Oscar a lot. Do you know the name Marvin Lee Aday?
No.
Oscar?
No.
He's better known as Meatloaf.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
And
all right. What did he do now? Because I saw some
I want
stuff
you to
online.
know he's going to be okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no.
For the fourth time in as many years, he fell off a stage. He broke his collarbone.
What the F with this dude?
It was it's a weekend horror convention in Dallas called the Texas Frightmare. And it was a stage that had, instead of a background, curtains, to sort of, give him a backdrop.
Yes.
And I think he went to think that the curtain might have been more solid. And it wasn't. And I do actually have audio of his fall. This
real
is
audio.
This is real audio of Meatloaf falling at the and they are going to refund anyone who bought Q&A session tickets with Meatloaf. He's going to refund them.
Happened at the end of the show, though.
It did, yes. But here's Meatloaf. Now, here's something I need to say. No one moves out of their seat. They just watch him fall. And in classic fat guy form, the fall takes a long time.
Yeah, I have fallen recently.
Yes.
In my garage, I had a fat guy fall. Let's hear it again so it sounds like it starts where he's leaning over, then he loses control, and then he continues to lose control, and then he hits the ground.
But
right?
the audience stays absolutely solid as a stone.
Okay.
Now they're upset, but they're still. Now
seats.
the audio is not great there, so that was TMZ. I went and I wanted to see if anyone else taped the fall.
Okay, let's do that.
And I did find this.
Okay.
Let me sleep on it, baby, let me sleep on it.
And I would like to congratulate that one piece of audio. It just turned 100,000 miles.
Classic.
You've been using that one longer than
Long
the other one.
long time. All right. We have a great partnership and a great relationship with Ring Doorbell. And so many people have these video doorbells now. And they captured a lot of, at the holidays, we saw a lot of people stealing packages and packages.
Oh, yeah. My wife and I were saying last night, thank you for companies like Ring that make sure that the bad guys are getting caught. It's great.
Well, sometimes it's not the person's fault that rings the bell, but if you're in Oklahoma and there is a snake somehow coiled on the light of your front porch light, you don't see it until you ring the doorbell, and that alerts the snake, and it jumps in and bites your face, and it sounds like this.
Kurt, take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. Get that snake. Get that snake. At your mailbox, right there.
He did get bit on the face. The snake is
Was
not
it a poisonous snake?
Not venomous, but I can imagine quite upsetting nonetheless.
Yeah, down here, man, I mean, and you know where they like to hang out? They like to hang out on front porches. That's where they seem to gravitate when they're and by the way, we got some down here.
I imagine the heat of the bulb is actually probably what draws them to it, because they want warmth.
I now, at this time of year in Southwest Florida, I walk out of my house and I do a check. I go look back forth, and stuff with all the little creatures down here. It's crazy.
Well, especially now.
Funny moment on Conan last night. I don't care, and I've been watching the Game of Thrones. I'm trying, you guys, I guess because I don't have the investment of the 4 seasons
it's
before
tough when
it.
you haven't at least peeked in. But I think
But
that
you
if
know
you
what?
start
It's
with this season,
visually
cool.
stunning. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
really fun to watch, and the acting
Yeah.
is great, and I like the scenes. I just don't have the investment that you guys do.
Right,
But everyone went ape-s this week because someone left a Starbucks cup on a table
set.
in a scene.
It's hysterical.
Now,
It's
HBO
funny.
has already addressed it. They've digitally removed it. If you didn't TiVo it the first time it ran, it'll never air again. It's gone. But last night, the guy Liam Cunningham, who plays Sir Davos Seaworth,
Yes.
I don't know.
He was on. He was.
Oscar would know better than
He's
I.
the guy who's in love with Khaleesi. He was the guy
okay.
that actually ends up, spoiler alert,
Okay.
You mean the old guy that?
Yeah.
Well, are we? Is it long enough since?
You know what? You're right.
Yeah,
he
it's
dies.
It's a TV show.
dies.
It's
He's
done.
already dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Kill me! Kill me!
Anyway, he had
Good
a funny bit on Conan last night. We'll close with this, where he comes out and gives Conan a Starbucks cup.
I brought you a gift. Okay, look at that.
That was tricky to get.
Is this the actual cup?
That's what it is. That's what you've got there.
Can you explain to us how this happened on Game of Thrones? It is the most meticulous show in the world, and they left a Starbucks cup on the set during a pivotal scene. Why?
Yeah, it wasn't that pivotal, the scene. The cup was a bit more pivotal than the scene. These things happen. It's a big job. People run in, and Amelia probably drinks too much coffee.
They drink too much coffee. That's your magic audio
That's
vault.
awesome. I have to tell you, those guys, they all have that kind of that accent. I don't know which region it's from, but it's a northern, borderline British Scottish accent that they all.
And it's pretty good though. It's pretty good.
Khaleesi, hop up on the dragons there.
Feel better, Meatloaf.
Amelia, yes, why are you drinking all that coffee? I can't protect you if you drink too much coffee. I'm all in this year. It's great this year. It's so great. It really is. That's it. We got to get out of here. Another one in the can. Bonus show subscribers, check your emails. We're running low, but Oscar and I are going to talk right after this show, and we're going to come up with some great stuff for you that you will not be disappointed if you get shut out. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's very exciting. So keep supporting us and keep buying your tickets to Las Vegas, and we will see you there. For Oscar Santana and Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara, thanking you for continued amazing support for your best part of the day, The Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
So long.
Ciao, ciao.
Before you go, please make a mental note. Today's show was made possible by the TMOS bonus packages. You can secure yours right now by going to MikeO'MaraShow.com and clicking on the red bonus banner. Buy it or give it. Either way, you're helping out TMOS, and that's a good thing. Thank you, and go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
I have a sentimental weakness for my children, and I spoil them, as you can see. They talk when they should listen.